Welcome back to TMP. Today we're diving into the unbelievable story of Colton Harris Moore, better known as the Barefoot Bandit. This is a kid with a hard start to life that went from petty thief to a modern outlaw on the FBI's most wanted list as a teenager. Colton was born into hardship on Camano Island in Washington. His mother struggled with substance abuse. His father was pretty much an absentee, and he was in and out of the prison system. And to top it all off, Colton was actually picked on quite a bit because he didn't really have much to show, given kind of his background and I guess his family's ability or inability to provide things for him, to put him in nice clothes and to things like that. His first run-in with the law was actually at 12 years old, and by 13 he was known to pretty much most of the local law enforcement as someone who'd been caught or was successful in stealing food and lots of small kind of essentials just to make his life a little bit more comfortable. As he got older, his crime seemed to escalate. He started to break into vacation homes, he stole cars, he stole boats, and he somehow stole planes and self-taught himself how to fly it. One of his most infamous heists was actually the theft of a small plane in Idaho, where he actually crash landed it in the mountains in Washington. The media dubbed him the Barefoot Bandit as they found footprints in chalk at a few of his crime scenes, which actually told them that for some reason he was still doing the crimes barefoot. At this point, he could either afford or steal shoes, so many people just thought it was a choice and that was his calling card. These increasingly bold crimes and stunts eventually caught the attention of the FBI, and he was soon on the most wanted list as he seemed to just be able to stay one step ahead of local law enforcement, and he seemed to now start to taunt them. He would start to tell them the areas that he was hitting. People would lock up their vacation homes and get warnings from the police, and he'd figure out a way to rob them anyway, or he would use that as misdirection and rob the houses that he wasn't going to do. Either which way, it caught the nation's attention, and as a result, they really had to escalate his notoriety in order to be able to use more resources to catch him. Colton's run came to an end in July 2010 after a boat chase in the Bahamas where he actually crash landed on the coastline. His arrest marked the end of a long spree of crimes where he managed to steal loads of different boats, cars, planes, watches, and everything that you can imagine. He captured the hearts and minds of lots of people nationally as people empathized with him, but at this point, he'd received so much notoriety that they were always going to get him eventually as he continued to kind of look for more daring heists and almost taunting the police. Let me know what you think in the comments about this story about Colton. If you saw him, would you have let him get away given in mind his background? Or if he was stealing from your house, would you have called the police immediately? Also, let me know if you want to see more videos like this on the channel. Hope you stay tuned for the next one.